friends, and thanks for tuning in today. I have quite a simple video for you, but I wanted to join in to the cut apart challenge that Tenille is hosting. She is the paper milkshake, and I've seen lots of people join in and make some gorgeous things, and I just wanted to join it because I know that I definitely have a lot of cut aparts in my own stash that I can use up. So I went digging, and right now I'm working with the Dear Lizzie She's Magic collection. And I was looking through some of the papers, and I found this paper that has some ticket cut aparts. And so you can see it was a double-sided paper. So I believe this is in the paper pad as well. So I just went through and fussy cut some of these tickets out, and I kind of have them in a certain order. I have the very small tickets in the front and then the larger ones in the back. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, is just embellishing a few of these tickets on camera with you guys. I'll show you what these ones look like. I'm kind of getting the feeling that the simpler the better on these. Like, I don't want to overload these, so I just put a little sticker. I'm layering up some of the tickets, doing just a little bit of stitching on each one. I have some enamel dots, so I'm keeping these very minimal, and I guess that's going to be my plan for the rest of these too, unless I feel like breaking out of that and grabbing something else from my stash. But I'm just going to try to stay with the stickers, a few enamel dots, and the tickets. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started with these. I'm going to lay these out. So I know that I want to do some of these larger ones. I don't know how many I'm going to make, maybe just a few. So I have these ones, which are the big tickets, and then I have some like medium-sized ones, some long ones. And to cut these, I just used some scallop scissors, and I did it the opposite way to do the scallop, and it gave me this kind of like edge that a normal ticket would have. Some of them look better than others. I'm not the best at fussy cutting and getting perfectly along the lines. On some of these I did leave the white lines showing because I like the way that that looks. So these are all the tickets that I have. So I think I'm going to do this blue one with maybe like a pink one on there. Trying to get the layering right on these, so maybe like a pink and a yellow. Look cute, and tie in lots of different colors from the collection. Okay, so that looks good. And I think I'm just going to staple these on. Haven't done stapling on the other, actually I did do a staple there. Just make sure that it's cohesive, and then I'm just going to tape this last one on using some double-sided tape. I would love to see what you guys are making if you're joining in on this challenge. I've seen all kinds of gorgeous things on Instagram. Here's another ticket. That one's actually from the ephemera. So I'll just add that one in. This one too. Maybe we'll use that one. And then I have some smaller pieces of ephemera here. Oh yeah, that's right. I also have this little bow that's been on my desk for a while. I don't know if I like it with that color scheme, but I do like this little teacup, and I feel like it has all the colors. So maybe we'll do something like that. It's a lot of different florals. And I love the iridescence of this collection too. This is my first time getting to work with it, other than, I used it for something else, but I can't remember. But so far I've really been liking it. So, oh, I used it for the flat mail folder that I have on my channel, which is a few videos before this one. I think a flower might be kind of cute. Might end up covering up that staple just a little bit. Maybe something like that with the flower up on some foam dots. I do like that. I think that the teacup needs something behind it though to make it kind of stand out. I've been playing around with this burlap that I got from forever ago. I think I might have got it from Dollar Tree. I use this on the flat mail folder and I did like the way that it looks, so maybe I'll cut off just a little piece and see if I like it on this. The only thing with this is that it does kind of come apart pretty easily just because of the way that it's a very loose type of burlap. So you have to be careful on where you cut it or else it will kind of like this piece is just going to pull right off. So you have to be careful where you cut it, but nothing that a little trimming can't fix. So I'm going to put this there, maybe. I think I like that. Something like that, and then we'll add a few enamel dots. So I'm going to use just some hot glue. And how I'm going to do this is I'm going to try to conceal the glue as much as I can. So I'm going to put the glue down, put this on top of it, and then put a little bit of glue on the teacup and hide the glue on there. So that way it's kind of sandwiched between the pieces a little bit. And this is the flower that I wanted to use, and I'm just going to pop that up on a piece of foam tape. And I'm going to add just a little bit of hot glue since we're putting it on top of burlap, which is a mixed media type of texture. So I like that, and then just a few little enamel dots. I have pink ones here. I have these ones. I also have some blue ones. And you know what? I have one little tiny heart left on this little sticker sheet. So I think I'm going to use that on here. I'm just going to use it on the side of this little teacup, tie it in with the ticket and the flowers, and then I'm going to do enamel dots over here, maybe trying to hold in that burlap that's coming apart. So that looks good, and then just another small one next to it. I always do my enamel dots like in either sets of 2 or 3. I never do one by itself. The heart is an exception. I only had one of those. But I don't know if I'm the only one that does that, but I just feel like it looks weird if there's just one. Like with these ones, I think it was okay because there were 2. They were just like in separate spots, but I usually like to do them like fairly close together. So that's what this one looks like. I'm going to zoom you guys in just a little bit for the next one so that way you can see everything, which I always forget to do, and I always get comments asking if I can zoom in, so I will do that. Hopefully that is good for you guys. And let's see, maybe we'll go with like a pink one. So I like this one. This is actually from the ephemera. And then tie in just a little bit that regular pink, and then maybe put just this ticket sticking out from the side, something like that. Maybe we can turn it. I do like that. I think that I want to do some stitching on this one. So I'm going to stitch this one off camera and then I will be right back. Okay, so I am back, and like I said, I just added a little bit of stitching on here just to add a little bit of gold, and since there were so many layers, sometimes it's easier to just stitch things than to add a bunch of tape. So since this one is like a rather pink theme, I'm going to go with the sticker sheet and just look for something cute here. I kind of like this telephone, but there's not really any yellow. So maybe I will use this little stamp and then maybe just something behind it. This maybe would bring in a little bit more blue, this little kitty cat over here, which is so cute. I really love this collection so much. I love cats and I love tea, and right now I'm like super into rainbows. I love all the little book sentiments, so this is totally my type of collection. So I don't want to cover up the cat entirely, but I do want to just bring in that extra element there. So maybe something like that. would be cute. Yeah, I like that. And then I'm just gonna pop both of these up on some foam. I'm gonna add some thread behind this, I think. And I'm thinking that I might do this silver one. I know I have some gold stitching on there, but the iridescence on here is kind of like silvery pink. So I'm hoping that it wouldn't look too strange if I had the gold behind it, but a lot of that gold is covered up anyways. So we will just try that out and see how it looks. Alright, so that looks good. And I don't think that it kind of interrupts the gold too much. So I like that, and then maybe just a little, I like this label sticker, and this is weird, this is like the only matte sticker. Oh, there's two labels over here. I wonder how they did that. That was probably really hard to do because these ones are completely matte. I'm gonna add this yellow one just because there is just a little bit of touch of yellow on the little postage stamp. So I'm going to add this behind it. It might not stick as well. So that's where that's going to go. And now I'm just going to add some glue. Okay, so that's on there. And then I think for this one, instead of enameled dots, I might just go for a little button or something. I've been keeping these on my desk because I feel like they're fun to add to projects. So this purple one is kind of transparent. I like the green ones, but they're just a little bit too fluorescent for this, so this blue one might be fun. It's kind of big. Let me see if I can find a smaller one. Here's one. I think I'm going to go with that one. So I'm actually just going to keep it right there, balance everything out. We have a lot going on at the bottom with all the thread. Just going to place that right in the corner. And you know what? I am just going to add just a few little enamel dots here just to bring back some pink. I think that turned out pretty cute. Oops. I hate whenever the glue seeps through. It's not really that noticeable, but if there's a lot, it can look kind of weird. So that's what that one looks like with the button. Little kitty cat, so cute. Some enamel dots at the bottom. Super easy. And I think I'm just going to make one more here. I still have some larger tickets left, so maybe let's try something with red. So I have this one here, this one, and then maybe layering this larger one in the back. So that's quite a few. So what I might actually do is just tear this. I kind of like the way that that looks just because I felt like it was a little bit too long. So I'm liking that. Trying to get it in the right little. I'm just going to staple it on this side. And now I'm just going to add a little bit of tape underneath each one. Keep it in the same way. I'm not going to add too much just because there's going to be stuff on top of it. So I like that. And now we're going to need some red to embellish this one. Maybe a little pop of blue. I like this flower. One thing that is throwing me off about this is how beige this white is compared to this one, so maybe I should have thought about that a little bit more before I stuck anything down, but it's okay. So maybe that flower. Let me see if there's anything here that I can use. I'm liking this postage stamp. Maybe I'll use another one because this one has like green, it has red on it, and it also has that kind of beige. I think I'm going to use that one. I don't want these all to look too similar, but I do like this. Has some green in it, just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue down this flower with some hot glue. That looks good. So that looks good, and then I'm just going to put this here, but I do want to add something behind it just because the backs of the tickets are just a little bit. So one thing that I just found in my stash are these absolutely gorgeous butterflies. These were sent to me by Maddie, and low-key I've been hoarding them because they're so pretty. But I think one of these would be really pretty on here, and maybe even with the postage stamp behind it. So that's pretty busy, but maybe I'll use this butterfly one for the next one, because I know I said I was just going to make one more, but how cute would that be? Just something really simple like that. So I'm going to set that one aside, and I'm going to look for something else to put behind here. I have some iridescent tulle somewhere. So I have this like rose gold one that I think would be cute. Matches the warmer tones in the little ticket cluster. So I'm just going to cut off a very small piece of this, just so that way I might even fold it. Just to have something there. I don't know if I like it folded. So I'm just going to cut off a small little rectangle. The only bad thing about tulle is I feel like it is very obvious if you have like jagged edges or something is not even. I don't know why that is. You think it would be a little bit more forgiving, but it definitely is not. At least the tool that I use anyways. I don't know if you guys can relate, but I feel like it's very obvious whenever I don't cut it right. Okay, so I like that. Just realized I'm a little bit off to the side. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the burlap. So I'm going to glue a little bit of this down and then put this on top of it. Embellishments, just like we did with the last one. And then the very last step is just to add in a few little enamel dots. I'm going to go for, I have this here too, which is really pretty. So maybe that and a few of these blue ones. Just because there is some blue in the ticket in the background, as well as those little gems that we just added. So that looks cute. And then, so maybe if that's for the next one, I'm just going to add a few more down here. I like that. I think that is super cute. And I also have this tassel here. I'm thinking it might be cute to add a tassel to one of these. So I have that blue one, and then right here I have a white one. And that might look cute. So I'm just going to put that aside with everything, and we'll come back and see if I want to add that later. So I'm just going to move that over there for now. And then I'm just going to do this very last one. I'm going to do a little bit of stitching on this one again, and then I will be right back to show you the last few little touches that I add. Okay, so I just added on the stitching to this, just really simple, straight down the middle like the other one. And like I was saying, I do definitely want to add this gorgeous butterfly. I feel like it matches so well. And I found these flowers too, which these are my very last two. I get these from Tuesday morning, so hopefully they'll have some more for me the next time I go. I'm just gonna glue these on with a little bit of hot glue. So I'm gonna put two of those together, and then I'm gonna put this butterfly right in the center, so that way it doesn't hang off too much. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue. There you go. Okay. And then I also have these pom-poms, which I thought might be cute to put in the middle of the butterfly just to add something. And I don't really ever use my pom-poms, so I'm just gonna go for it. Some of you guys are thinking like, no, please don't do that. But you know what? I'm just gonna step out of my comfort zone here and add these little pom-poms. I wish that I had smaller ones. I have tiny ones, but they're pink, and I don't think that would look that great, although maybe I could have tried it, but these are glued down. Maybe not that one. Perfect. Oh my gosh, I have so many hot glue strings everywhere. Okay. So that looks cute, and then I do have this little thing that I was going to use on the last one. I'm just going to put it here at the top, or maybe here at the bottom, I don't know. Kind of like at the bottom, and then maybe I'll add a little enamel dot at the top to tie everything together. Alright, and that looks good. Just gonna get some of this extra hot glue off from the side. Okay, I feel like that turned out well. I love that one. That one's probably my favorite. I just love that gold butterfly. Alright, and now I'm going to show you everything that I made. So this is the last one with the butterfly, the layers. So cute. I have this one, which was one of the first ones that I made, as well as this one. Very minimal with light layering. Then I made this one on camera. This was the first one that I made with the burlap. I love the way that that looks. Works really well with the collection, actually. And then we have this one with the silver threading and the button. So fun. And then we have this one, which I might come back later on and add this tassel. I think that would be cute. So yeah, lots of different little ticket embellishments that you can get with one collection in your cut apart sheet. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this. Make sure to head over to Tenille's channel. I will definitely link her below, as well as the other girls who have participated in this challenge so far. They have been making amazing things, and you guys definitely need to join in on the challenge if you haven't already. If you want to see more pictures of these, I'm going to link my Instagram down below so that way you can see close-ups of each one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!